Hello, and welcome back to Song Surveys on Sofas with Superheroes. Notice I didn't say sub-series. So this is actually a request that I got on Facebook. So I am finally getting around to it, which I'm excited about. I love requests, and the songs that this person requested were great choices, and this is the one that I chose to do. So the song is The Bad Touch by Bloodhound Gang, and this song, I'm sure you guys have heard it. It's fantastic. It's a super fun song, and it's definitely something that's when it's on the radio, you're like, yeah. So when you look up the lyrics versus when you just look up the song, I guess the radio edit, versus when you watch the video on YouTube, there are like 4 spoken lines before the song starts in the music video. So I thought that was just an interesting difference. And I, again, like always think about why they chose to do that. Obviously on radio edits, they cut things out like that often to make it, more listenable on the radio. But just, again, like interesting choice. Like why were those 4 lines important enough to the band to put it in the video? Then the song does start, whether it's on the radio or in the YouTube video, a whisper line. I appreciate your input, which I really enjoy that line just because if you've never heard the song before and you listen to that line, you're like, okay, like you're thinking like your input as in terms of like, what are you thinking? What are your thoughts? I want to know what you feel about this song. And then when you hear the song and you realize that it's all just double entendres, you're like, oh, wait a minute, is that supposed to mean something different? Anyway, I love this song, and I wish that it was maybe a little bit more appropriate just, as a person who works in a middle school and deals with figurative language a lot. I think it would be such a great song to like analyze lyrics to because they're so clever, but so inappropriate. So that's probably not a good idea if you're a middle school or high school teacher. Don't use this song. Although I wish you could because it's very well done and it's super clever. All right, so the song starts with, again, that like whisper line, and there's music, and the music kind of has that 80s feel, although I'm not very good at determining styles of music based on decades, so don't quote me on that. But I do like the music, and it's like pretty poppy at first, and then kind of when the verse starts, it kind of has like this breakdown, and it's less about the music and I think more about the lyrics. So yeah, the first verse talks about all these great things it references. Nuts in a fun way, 2-hand touch football, Waffle House, FedEx, Coca-Cola. But my favorite has to be the last line, which is, you are inclined to make me rise an hour early, just like daylight savings time. I love that lyric. I think it's so clever. Again, it's just that double entendre. You gotta love it. So I think it's also they really do such a good job with the verses, because not only do the references have this like double meaning to them, but then they connect to the previous or the next reference that they make. So, it's not just about FedEx solely. The FedEx one then works with the Coca-Cola one. So I think it's really fantastic how they not only made these super clever lines that have these double meanings, but then they connected all these super clever lines that have these double meanings. So I really, really love that. And I think it was really well done. The verses are fantastic, super fun, and really creative, and just like, it's a fun song. It's definitely a fun song to listen to. Okay, so after the first verse, the music changes. So the last line in the first verse, the music kind of comes back up into a more full sound and then goes into the chorus. The chorus is super fun. There isn't really a hidden meaning in the chorus, at least not that I've thought about. But it's just like super great because you have this awesome, very clever verse, and then it's just like, hey, do it like they do on the Discovery Channel, right? Like, it's just super catchy, super fun. And I thought it was a really good choice, especially because you almost don't want to be too clever, and I think they did a really great job about balancing super clever verses with this fun, catchy, maybe not something you have to think about so hard chorus. So yeah, so I think the chorus definitely plays well, and again, the change in music makes it all work. And then there is this like musical break between the chorus and the second verse. And again, the music slows down once the second verse starts, because I really do think that this band was very conscious about not having the music be a key role in the verse part. They still have music, but it's just definitely more of a just kind of subtle, consistent sound that doesn't really change a lot. And I think that was a purposeful choice, and it was a good choice, because again, the lyrics for the verses are just so clever. So this time they talk about, the second verse, they talk about Egypt, the ocean, and again, the way they connect those two is really well done. Battleship, even they make a home improvement reference, Tool Time, so I think that was really great. But my favorite reference for this second verse is the Mr. Coffee reference, and the line is, "Please turn me on, I'm Mr. Coffee with an automatic drip." I just like love it. I think it's great. It just cracks me up every time. That's like the lyric I most look forward to hearing when I hear that song on the radio. I really love hearing that line, and I think it's just so funny. It's just creative, and they just kind of, they had like no rules. They used everything, and I think it's great. Again, right after that verse, it kind of builds up again, that last line, and then goes into the chorus. They have another musical part after the chorus, and then they repeat the chorus again. The music's a little bit different. They kind of repeat certain parts. They don't necessarily repeat the chorus in the same order. They maybe repeat a couple lines and then repeat the rest of the chorus, or they repeat only one line in the chorus and then repeat the rest of the chorus. So I think it's really just a fun song. The music plays out to the end, and yeah, really great song. Definitely a fun, just a good time if you like that punny, clever play on words. It's fantastic. It's really great. And yeah, the video is interesting. They are in monkey suits. It's a good song. It's really fun. And thank you so much for the suggestion. I really loved looking into all three of the songs and then getting to pick one, and this one happened to be the one that I chose because it was my favorite of the three, but also the lyrics are just too good not to talk about. And yeah, so please, if you guys have suggestions, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I will see you guys next time. I know this is a lot of song surveys in 1 week, but that's okay. All right, bye.